So slow. I think there we are. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another scene for Living World of Darkness Street Magic. We find ourselves at the Oblivion Chantry, where Ginger is working on a certain vehicle. It's actually at this point working on like the rear wheel and to get everything in place. Working on a set of instructions which are partially written in normal English, but there's also a part that seems to be written in sheet music, which she follows until the end of the page, turns it around, and sees that there's nothing on the back. So she wipes off her hands and on a piece of cloth and realizes that this is all that she can do today. So she looks around. She doesn't see anyone at the moment. It's like Astrid, Naomi, Violet, they're all gone. And where Daisy is, she doesn't know. But at this point, girl's interesting, but she doesn't really care too much. And her thoughts go on the city of New York and how long she's been here. And all of a sudden, Ginger realizes that it has been a while since she has last seen her brother. So now that she has her full freedom of movement back and is no longer bound to the Chantry or to have some caretaker with her, she decides that it's time to retrace her steps back to the Diogenes Club, which she will do. She tries to take a little care of how she looks like, so she probably changed her dress for another dress. She still refuses to wear shoes, even though the weather is getting colder and colder. She did at least wash her face as well, although she's not using a mirror to see where the oil marks are on her face. And as she makes her way, she is counting, turns a corner, gets in the subway at Staten Island at some station, then goes over to Manhattan and starts counting again as she gets out of the subway, turns a few corners, and finds herself in front of the Diogenes Club, where she will look up at the building and then press the buzzer.
The door will open.
She smiles, skips in through the door, looks around.
As you step across the threshold, you feel the slight static shock going through your body. It feels like you've changed, or you have travelled a great distance, but haven't. The foyer, as you remember it, but with a new addition. A very tall stone statue now stands within this entranceway. It's about 6 to 8 feet, stretching high, almost touching its head across the ceiling. It's a figurine or a figure, but not no man or woman, just something that looks ancient, stalwart, and somehow menacing. It stares down with carved eyes, but makes no movement.
Ginger stares up, seemingly very much unimpressed, as she is usually impressed by the most weirdest of things and unimpressed by equally weirdest things. So she accepts that there is a statue here. She did not really like the fact that she felt that current is not something that she used to. So she takes a moment to look around and look very angry at the threshold. And then we'll continue to go past the statue towards the kitchen, because that's the place where she normally found what she was looking for. And if not, it might have ice cream or something else that she likes.
It doesn't have a human. It doesn't have a figure of a person inside it, but it does have a pot of what looks like coffee in a machine that's just come to that's just been on the boil, and the fridge freezer that seems to be somewhat larger than you last remembered it is sitting there, enticing you towards it.
I think she doesn't care for coffee. She doesn't like it. She does like a freezer, so she will open it up, check the insides.
The
Ice
inside,
cream.
yes, there's stacks of it in there. It's almost. It looks like it's all been purchased some time ago, so it's got that level of ice on it that you have when you leave something in the freezer for a very long time. It doesn't look like it's been touched, apart from maybe the tub of ice cream that you had when you came here last. No one else has been eating it since.
Silly people. They should know that ice cream is like best. So she grabs the ice cream, the tub entirely, grabs a spoon, and goes to sit on the table to dig in, really.
So the freezer door shuts behind you as you basically just sort of yogic posture onto the table and sit there cross-legged, throwing this delicious ice cream down your face. It's nice and warm in here. It's got a cozy feeling to it now. Even though you don't like the coffee itself, it seems to add to the ambience that makes this a relaxing place. It's got all the creature comforts. You can hear a slight gurgle or sounds like a very distant roar going through sort of brass or copper pipes that seem to be high up on the floor of the kitchen.
Ginger looks up. Shh.
It gurgles at you and then sort of roars less. The room slightly colder.
As it stops making terrible noises, at least she'll nod, and she's like, "Good," and scoops another spoon of ice cream into her mouth.
The pipes make another sound, but strangely sounds to me like a burp.
Bless you.
It resumes its noise. You hear some footsteps in the distance in the main foyer coming down the stairs.
She won't move yet. She just waits to hear where the footsteps are going towards.
Coming towards the kitchen.
Okay.
The door opens and several books are in front of you, sort of travelling, being carried by me, ready to sort of, on top of this cup, which is sort of precariously balanced on quite valuable books, but always it's necessary to carry them all down at one time. Everyone comes in and places the books on the table with a satisfying thump, takes his cup off, comes over to the coffee machine and starts helping himself to a pot of filtered coffee, which pours in, realises that he seems to start to become Americanized and how he's drinking far too much of it. And then stops and looks over to the ginger person sitting on the table. Hello.
Hi.
Found the ice cream, I see. He points.
Why are you drinking that?
I don't know. It's a I think it's one of those universal mysteries.
Nice books.
Thank you. Do you have a look?
No.
Yeah, okay. How are
There's
you
magic
doing?
in it.
Yes.
I'm
Yeah.
not a mage.
Mm, I disagree.
She shrugs.
Would you like to be?
She shrugs again. I don't know. I have a lot on my head. In
Yes.
my head.
Yes. Yes, I know. How are they doing?
She takes out from her pockets, because every dress that Ginger has pockets, because where else should she stack all the amounts of like little pieces of paper with scribblings on it, and strangely enough a dead mouse, which she
Ew.
will put back into her pocket again. um, she grabs the notes, reads through them. 4 is excited. 7, 7 is confused. 9 is okay, I think. I don't know. She's writing about. 4 is excited, very much so.
That's good.
She has been handing out orders to all of us.
Is she the Miss Bossy Britches now, is she?
No, 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 no. But for all of us, time and place, and she is the one with expertise on the project that we're running right now.
Ooh, project.
We're building a motorcycle.
Ah, okay. Just what? You're going to do some driving around New York?
No, I can't drive. Tree could do it, but
Mm.
Tree is happy as well with this. She insisted on the color red. Three.
Edwin smiles at that, looking and running his hand through his own hair. I can see why.
Ginger raises an eyebrow as she looks at his hair and then shrugs. I don't think that's. But oh well.
Yeah.
And
Okay. They say if you paint things red, it goes faster.
right. Haven't heard that.
Really? Okay.
How are you?
He looks thoughtful for a moment. Yeah, it's been interesting. Been researching a lot, keeping those in books. Usual thing. And questions I
Ginger will
had
nod.
and wanted to find the answer to them.
And you find him in books.
Mm. Yes, it's when you might not be able to. He holds up his hands for graphic effect after placing his cup on the table. Because when these hands, or when hands themselves alone aren't good enough to fix an issue or fix something, then those of us with the appropriate wisdom seek other means. Hence why the books.
I see.
Yeah. And you? I mean, it sounds like you sound generally happy.
It's been quiet. It's weird to think that there are 2 gone now. Other than that, I don't know.
He darkens. What do you mean 2 gone?
She looks up now at another piece of paper. Apparently, they tried to fix me, and now 9962 and 9960 are gone from my head. I do not know this. I have never been able to know that there are others, and only by their writings.
Okay. Where did they go? I wonder.
She shrugs.
I remember you mentioning the others. I don't think I can remember two, but 0 was, I think, the original.
Yes.
Anyway.
She was.
That's heavy. Well, go on, sorry.
She was the one where we all came from, but we're all part of her. So, in a way, she's not gone yet.
He places
Her
both his
mind was
hands.
split.
Yeah, he places both his hands on his on the table, sort of looking at her. I see. So, yeah. So she still lives in the rest of you.
We're all the same, yet not. They have cut out pieces for each and all of us and then added to it and gave us our own bodies.
So even though you came from an original, you've all grown since then.
Even she couldn't contain herself with 9/10 of her mind gone. We've all been added to. She was just the original.
I see.
She had no function except being.
Right. Have you have they put any more thought or work into helping connect you all together again a bit further?
That's
Is that something that you want?
I do not know what I want. This is what I know. This is who I am. I don't know a whole being. That is unfamiliar. We are all part of what we are. And in that, we all have a part to play. Being all those parts in one body, for you might be something that you're used to. For me, it is not.
I have been in a similar situation where the mind has split up into different bodies in order to do things, and they've taken on aspects of the whole. And I suppose in your case you have never felt whole in that regard, so you don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing for you.
Yes.
Okay. Do you have any wishes, though?
Personally, being 9968, I do not wish to be in trouble anymore.
Okay.
I have brought a lot of pain to the people who are trying to look after me and take care of me. My other personalities mostly. My other me's. They're in here. This is the weird part. I'm used to not them being not in here, but having their own person. Then I could guide them and I could lead them. and now I cannot, for when one of them is out, I am not.
I see.
So I would wish to keep from being in trouble. For that, it is probably better to be able to remember everything that happens.
Okay. And would that be the gift that you would require? No, like say it was your birthday tomorrow or something like that. Would that be what you would want? Like an impromptu birthday present or something.
That's, I think, when you're talking about presents, about giving, if I could choose something, then I guess I would like that.
I see. He smiles, but his eyes look stern, as in, like, contemplation. There may be a way to get your wish. It may take some effort. And
I know. Leanne, she takes the other note, or one of the notes that she's still holding on to. Leanne is helping Naomi and Violet to help me.
who?
It just says Leanne.
Never heard of her before.
Oh. Apparently she smiles a lot, but that's all that 9960 wrote down about her before they commenced. 9964 just said that she looked very tired.
No. That's good. You're getting help in that regards, but I might be able to. Let's see. I once asked a question of 9967 whether or not she would want a quest. And in order to fulfill your wish, there may be something that we can do, but it might require some effort for you. You think you can do it?
It might just be me.
Is that any better?
Okay, I can hear you.
I think it might be.
I've already lowered my bandwidth.
Oh,
It could be me as well,
yeah.
since
Yeah, let's both do that then in that case. Because you went all robotic then.
yeah, could very well be. Anyway.
What did you miss?
Do you repeat?
But it should get. What was that?
God damn it. Going to try and see if that works.
I heard see if that works. Okay. Waiting for the reload because it's amazing. Welcome back. I don't think that's worked. I will try myself. Let's see if that's any better. Hello? Hello?
I could hear you. Hello?
Hi, sorry. Is that better?
Yes. Hope. Sort of beginning.
Yeesh. You're still breaking up for me, so it might be both our connections. However, I will repeat. I said that I once offered a quest for 9967, and in order to fulfill your wish, you may need to go on one as well. Do you feel up to it?
Okay, got it. So, nine and another piece of paper. Was you just suggest to her? 97, you said.
Yes. Yes, it was.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not even sure if you can hear this, but due to technical difficulties, we will leave the scene with Edwin and Ginger talk to each other while to make sure that the others will get this conversation as well. Thank you for watching and good night.